go back to their in their etheric body and reincarnate. So we set up a special frequency to work with them when the etheric body came back to the light, and to assist them if they had any trauma from the abrupt termination of Atlantis. There was a mission into Atlantis to take out the Sirius B crystal array, and I led that mission.
Mm-hmm.
This was a two-step termination. First, the crystals were removed, and the AI and computers and powered-up devices ceased to operate.
Mm-hmm.
Secondly, the 15th dimension holographic field, which kept the water out of Atlantis and the vibration of Atlantis at the 15th frequency, was collapsed and zero-pointed. The holographic field was collapsed approximately 4 hours after the crystals were removed, and Atlantis was flooded. It only took 4 minutes after the holographic field collapsed for Atlantis to totally disappear.
Wow. Okay, so that's the main story, but around that we want to slow down because that's a lot of information to be able to for people to get. We're having some issues in Spreaker. If you're an SOR and you're hearing this, let us know. I'm going to tell people in Speaker to refresh. Spreaker did just seem to go down and come back again. So if you're in the Spreaker chat room, go ahead and refresh. Yeah, go ahead and refresh, folks. And then we're going to continue on talking about this. So you just gave people a lot of information. I want to slow it down a little bit because it's hard to digest when people hear. We want to sort of go back to who is Sirius B? Some of us get it. We get the council. Like I have such a visceral relationship with the Sirius B council because sometimes I think the Sirius B council they're kind of, I'm going to say this and I don't mean to be rude, because I have worked with the council for a long time and I've worked with animals and I've done different things. But sometimes I'm like, you Nazis, because they are so much about engineering. Like there seem to be about the science and the engineering of the evolution of species and genetic engineering. And sometimes, coming from the perspective of being on Earth and having the personality of Elizabeth, I look at them and I go, you guys are, you're kind of nutballs. Could you not just let it all be and let it all happen? And so explain to people who the Sirius Council is, because if I try to do it, I'll be like, those fascist Sirius B Council genetic engineers, evolutionary engineers in that 15th dimension, sometimes they just make me so upset. Explain what's up with that besides my sort of madness at Sirius B. Because I'm not really mad. I'm just like sometimes, What's up?
Well, the Sirius B High Council are very, very old souls, and they do the genetic engineering and creating life and working on the DNA level and helping to resolve problems in splicing the DNA and different issues with different species on the planet. And their goal was, on one hand, to have healthy, thriving species, and this goes all the way down to single cell to mammals and all different creatures, dinosaurs, and we're working on many different projects at the same time. And we were involved with setting up the planet, setting up life on this planet, and continuing to step in to make tweaks or adjustments over time, because there were a lot of issues or things that needed attention. So we had kind of a guardianship role for Earth from Sirius B. So we were here